in Medina, your prophet was taken from the Kaaba, Masjid al-Haram, to Masjid al-Aqsa, which is Bayt al-Muqaddas, Bayt al-Maqdas in Jerusalem, the temple in Jerusalem, right?
Yeah.
Problem is there was no temple in Jerusalem. The temple was destroyed twice. The first temple was destroyed 586 years before the birth of Jesus. The second temple was destroyed in 70 AD, 40 years after Jesus went to heaven. So what temple did he go? There was no temple. So that's why I say if we go to your commentators, it's going to get worse for you.
70 AD?
Yep. There was no temple when Muhammad supposedly went to Jerusalem, because Ibn Kathir says he went to Jerusalem on Buraq with Gabriel, and he tied Buraq to the door, entered into the temple, and led the prophets in prayer. There was no temple for him to enter. And then the mosque that's now known as Masjid al-Aqsa, the Masjid al-Aqsa that you now can visit in Jerusalem, that was built by Abdul Malik around 691 AD, about 6 years after your prophet died. So what temple did he visit? What temple? So this is why I said if you go outside the Quran, you got
40
problems.
years after Jesus, you said 70 AD.
Yeah, that's 40 years after Jesus went to heaven, 70 years after he was born.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. There was no temple, there was no masjid, no mosque in Jerusalem when your prophet was in Mecca and supposedly traveled there. And the mosque that's now known as Masjid al-Aqsa, that was built by Abdul Malik around 691 AD, if my memory doesn't fail me. And I'm pretty certain that's the date. So what mosque did he visit?
But do you have evidence of that?
Yeah, Ibn Kathir tells me that he went to the temple, he went inside the temple, and he prayed with the prophets, and all the commentators say that. Ibn Ashaq, there is no temple. This is just a fact of history. When Omar ibn al-Khattab conquered Jerusalem, the site of the temple where it stood was a waste dump. That's where they dumped their garbage, and he had to clean it out.
That's a fact of history?
That's according to your history. Didn't Omar conquer Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Okay. When he went to the Temple Mount, where the temple used to stand, he found it as the waste dump, where they would dump their garbage.